okayfm 101.7.
Ango gumi mwache.
Mema bijo kwa me akwaba.
Ya eja. Na bako de.
Obo de da ruma ye ekire boko una mkwan so.
E kwan so boko pa. Na mafrawo ena. Wo de eja wo akwa aban mu pen Professor Mills pen so why deputy na general secretary of the NDC pen. Yewura Baumia calling for debate. Binu achra adwene wo ho se debate no se bia one Yewura Mahama begina ho na we yaka no ento aba obi o wa ye woniema bebre bido no ahwe so de to aba sa debate nsami se wutie binu so kura wa ma se wono a we nya debate bia Yewura Baumia ensama ade ma owura misata no kwansa sansam what did you decide to say?
Kwame me that's initiative for no call Ghana and beyond because of the internet all over the world people are listening this morning. I said I remember Kilian Ponso Amadipa Achin Kwame. What's opinion there? People have all kinds of opinion about debate. But for me as a political communications person, a strategist, and my research, the first televised political debate was in 1960 between President Nixon and JFK, John F. Kennedy. And research, actually said Ediboa Kennedy to be able to take out Nixon, or for that matter, to beat Nixon at the polls. And since then, presidential debates have become a feature, not only in the United States, but worldwide. And Ghana, so 1992, you decided to say about democracy no more. You are mixing democracy no. So it's a mixture of the American system, the British system. So it's a hybrid. And it's a Rawlings and Kwana 1 year presidential debate. Of course, 92 no crowd or Kwana opposed because Professor Dubois in the NP before actually or move election. So Rawlings virtually went alone. Oh no, okay, that was And I know you're parliamentary one. Okay, so parliamentary they stepped out of parliament. Okay, but presidential he didn't debate Professor Dubois. 96 when debating President Kufuor, but he was able to go through. But I think from 2000, the presidential debates have become a very integral aspect. Now, research also shows that a banner MPP for or Moya Mwajin, somewhere Twama MPP. Say debate to say new debate to inform. A banner NDC for or Moya Mwajin, somewhere Twama NDC. We have debate one new debate to Baby Mujana Mujina. So debate in Ankasano. For one more, almost said on your watch. Say you bet Twako, Mifa, and I say bet Twako, Benku. Omujina Quentin Fee, and almost train be big to idea. Almost all my margins say, almost say, vote because they have to vote because it's a civic responsibility. In the end, I bet Twaba, but ye pay big at Crabia. Ebe maya Twaba, according to Nasa Benkum, not to say. Ye to abani wia ye ne ye kra ham hamin to abani wia fe na me ne me kra ham. I must have a reason why I'm voting. Me am near MPP, me am near NDC, but me also be to aba. So what will convince me into the presidential debate actually is for some Crawford. It's not for those who have taken an entrenched position. Our mudie bibia ye NDC, bibia ye MPP. Bibia a CPP, Bibia a UPP. The debate is not for them. So when, in this political period, Metiti said, John Mahama, the spokesperson, and no more ban, debate here. I can understand their mental makeup because for them they will vote for John Mahama anyway. So they don't see why John Mahama should go and debate.
But Koku, Obia send me a information be.
Okay.
Bakun 16 September 2020. What the era Samia Oku picture Babatua was say Ekufuado won't debate Mahama. MPP insists. Was the Bakususa by August 22nd, 2020. Was Ekufuado will never debate Mahama. We are busy delivering. Yura Babian Samwa, then communication director. We signed back baby or the Abba say. And also 30th September 2020 was a presidential debate being held on the ground, Baumia to Mahama. Now was signed by Koswaba. And no.
Kwame, that is a sitting president who has refused to debate his main opponent.
Mm-hmm.
The dynamics are different.
Okay.
Yeah, the sitting president refusing to debate a contestant, the dynamics are different. What is happening now is that both of them are not president. Baumia is not a president. Former President John Mahama is not a president. One is the current vice president. One used to be a vice president, transited to become president, was voted out, wants to come back again. It's the dynamics, no any scenarios, no any difference. It's both of them. American Koso. So obi any advantage e woni nua so. Ye nyina afre ne e ba bebo abena me tu Americano. Enti why me be wini race no. And no come on edi. And so for me, from that point of view, look, it's a tight race. Nobody should take it for granted. Say a free ride. It's a very tight race. And as Koku Anyidoho said, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Is everybody is trying to convince a different group of the electoral groups. That is where I think that the presidential debate is very critical. Kwame, if they are running away from a presidential debate, but you see, me, I have said it from day one, that I have never seen it before. Say opposition leader, any opposition party, now every time the government in power and SSC agenda, come me who be that? Look, 2008 by this time, when me. Master, my men can't find what I'm cry. Me and the if anything, it's a chino achieve, the lizard that fell from the Iroko tree. He says nobody will praise it will praise itself. So my man name no problem. But maybe me 1 year. 2008 by this time. As director of communications for the campaign, wallah it alive. Mr. Say no Mr. President Kufoni and Crawford, any Nanado in Crawford. They will tell you the kind of pressure Koku Anyidoho was piling on.
But said you can say that dynamics are different, you know. Now, Abia Omuye retail campaign and yet as I said the with pomp and pageantry, this time around, meeting with the people, knowing their concerns. Dynamics are different.
Retail campaign in Ukraine. Say about me a retail campaign. No. Say then well, that is up to him, but everybody knows that Baumia. And I was talking about the issue of agenda setting.
Okay. All right.
That at every point in time, John Mahama was elected on May 13th, 2023, right? Baumia was elected November 4th, 2023. Now, no, December. How do you manage to keep all these dates in your head? And every time I said, well, that is one mark of a good communicator. That is one thing they teach you in communication school. You see, this business of being a communicator, Kwame, and you say, "Utumi come bro for another utumi kekeke." Master, you been to school. You are trying papers. You are trying theories. We have read theories. And so when we are talking, we are not talking out of a vacuum. Say politics here. We have. As I speak to you, I'm an accredited member of the Institute of Public Relations Ghana. Coming Tuesday, and Tuesday, we are launching our 50th anniversary, IPR Ghana, 50 years of existence, 6:30 p.m. or Accra City Hotel or something. Anyway, back to the substance. So, when it comes to agenda setting, which is a key aspect of public relations, political communication, political strategy, and he said, Debia November 9 Baku, Edi Bakweni. The NPP has consistently been ahead of the NDC. Bawumia has consistently been ahead of John Mahama since Bawumia got elected on November 4, 2023. Mahama was elected 13th May 2023. Let me use my fingers to count. It's May, June, July, August, September, October, November. 6 clear months before Bawumia got elected, John Mahama was elected. And you sat down and since Bawumia got elected, Bawumia has consistently been setting agenda. Now, Kwame, I was talking to a group of students on Friday. I was giving them some mentoring, and they were asking me the same question. I said, look, a lot of things go into voting. Voter behavior, Nankasa, up to now, political scientists have still not been able to put a finger on the exact reasons why people vote. There are so many reasons why people vote. That is why you are even finding, say, these days, rejected ballot papers are ranking third. In the either say MPP first, MPP second, or vice versa, NDC first, MPP second. Rejected ballot papers are becoming third. Not spoiled ballot papers. There's a difference between spoiled ballot papers and rejected. Rejected is any panel polling booth no, and one say ballot paper no no two again. Why? Because people go there. Ebi awaji obi sika seme to ama. One kotoa. You see in shobi be yiri afano. Into akoto. But I said that say no. Yeah, I'm taking the money. I will go and vote, but I will destroy the paper so that it becomes rejected. But I voted. So per my conscience, I've gone to vote. Yeah, but it has been rejected. The point I'm making is a lot of things go into the final DD. And he said, so I was talking to my students on Friday, and I was saying, look, what Bawumia is doing, and I've said it consistently, nobody should underestimate it too. Because me, that's how I play my game. Now, this is a sitting vice president. The economy is challenged. No two ways about that. There are issues to do with the economy, the currency, job creation. But when the sitting vice president throws the challenge to the opposition leader, and you know why he will do that? Mm-hmm. Because you have a record as president and as vice president. You have a certain record.
Now, what's the argument we be say? Take it, Yadima Mampenino. One the vice president, and in another breath, no, Ubetia or say, my way as vice president. It is a do baby now because okay, mercy be a coso. Na, and no dear man can't yana a shink of what so can go for to say, what is happening?
When I listen to the current vice president, I've never heard him say, on government, another on cameras. What his advisors, I want to believe. And I would have done the same thing for President Mills. And I did it for the same thing for President Mills. It's part of a communication strategy. When you go out there, champion your credentials. Don't talk about the negatives. It's part of the strategy in America.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Kwame, why should he go and spend his time talking about the negatives? When he believes he has positives he can speak to. Why should he talk about the negatives? Mm-hmm. Let others talk about the negatives. Fine. It's like, you see, Koku, or see the Odidi in a terminal. And maybe onion because almost for an offer of money devotion or fire. Almost a devotion on a Sebo, because the war of Koku, when you mean and one vision I mean 9 years, I will name once is that. Quiet women, a friend is a baby between you. Almost in the morning devotion, almost and Romano didn't numb the whole day. And Romano didn't numb quiet women. I walk on the Wunya. I said, Wunya, I said, Abba. I didn't call your meeting, and I can't go. I don't know the other numbers. The point I'm making is that so the economy is challenged. Why not? What business does the vice president have trumpeting that when he can trumpet other positives within the system without running away from the negative? Now, the debate will now settle those issues. Now, when the sitting vice president challenges a former president, it's because they have done their SWOT analysis. They have done their SWOT analysis. And so when people say, I heard Atta Kennedy say, oh, Bawumia is calling for a debate because it will be to his advantage. How bad, Dr. Kennedy? We ask him why you're
Atta Kennedy. Dr. Arthur Kennedy.
Sorry, yeah, Dr. Arthur Kennedy.
Yeah.
Or say Bawumia is calling for a debate because he knows that it will inure his advantage. Abba Kwame. In this our human existence, every day when we wake up, we pray for God to allow us to have advantages. Who prays for disadvantages? So if the person has sat down and done his SWOT analysis, and he knows that a debate will not his advantage, what is wrong with it? What is wrong with it? And also, it will not his advantage, so ignore him. As a Napodia and Nanui, and Nanoko Paya, Tuesday, Nano Pie, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday morning, there was a resurrection. So, Wednesday, Thursday, Thursday, second day. By Friday, he had apologized. And I'm hearing people say that, oh, why did he apologize? Master, Musi Nipano, arrogant. Musi Oya Humaso, Oya Hantain. And people swore heaven and earth that, look, Napu, he will never apologize. I heard it, I read it, I saw it. Now the guy comes out, or the man comes out, in all humility, and says, I apologize, and he uses the word sincerely. Sincerely apologize. Kwame, I remember President Mills, next week by this time, we shall be remembering him. State of the Nation address, it's 2011. For some reason, he forgot to acknowledge the presence of her ladyship, the Chief Justice, Justice Theodora Georgina Wood. I don't know what happened. Immediately we left Parliament. He himself realized that, oh, Koku, what happened? I can't. But the name, because even the name was there in the speech I had done for him, for the people he must acknowledge. The name was there. Ebani saying, as his spokesperson, I said, oh, don't worry, I'll organize the media and explain to them. You know what he told me? See, Koku, it's not every time that you speak on my behalf. Organize the media for me. I want them in the office immediately to get to the castle. I will speak to the media myself and apologize to the nation and apologize to the Chief Justice. I did it inadvertently. Let me apologize myself. I am the president. I made the mistake. After I finished, you can run your communication plan around me. I mean, the moment the president apologized, I'm sure if I had not mentioned that matter today, 99.9% of Ghanaians don't even remember that issue because it killed the matter. Bawumia, Dr. Prez, he didn't allow his spokesperson, Fifi Bwaku, to take charge. Or see, me myself, Napo, I apologize sincerely. And people are saying, oh, Wakadida. Of course, Wakadida. Bible, no more. John training, Banokoma, Jesus Christ. What she made to be some? Obia on film, that be on near Bonidan. Muntu Bombo Mameno. And one will be a Johnny bought me ball of him. And Omudani Muchino Moko and I used to say, go and sin no more. So, Napo made a mistake. A very gargantuan one at that. Why? I mean, Kwame Nkrumah said, and you'll be offending Kwame Nkrumah. But what did he do? He slept, he woke up. He says, look, I have apologized. For me, again, when I was speaking to my students last Friday, I said, look, what Napo has done is he has set a certain precedent. What the Biaba, because Kwame, politicians, we are human beings like everybody. But we try to create the impression from some battalion. If you have one, I was a patchoa. Yes, you are Ethiopia. Near the speaker, out to Kaiji, near Namkumasa Bontin, so near Ethiopia, because why are there? I am for ya. One more cannot there. What the other noon and Namse Ethiopia? We will drive from the child seeker and found. We are one-term president, crime found. So, that level of hubris and arrogance as a sitting president, this one is just a running mate. You a sitting president. What to do? What is more arrogant than that? And it is the debate that Bawumia is calling for. that at this debate, we shall put it to you, that as president you said this, because Master Kwame, Sunday and at 7 p.m., 7:30 p.m., 8 p.m., among Papa, sorry, Abba, a Diomufu, a ball, a we are more than. That time now, so we have been to the press. Our hotel will be lobby. And you go to the hotel because the hotel will barricade people you don't want to come to the place from coming. Then you organize your friends. And I heard something like that on news file on Saturday saying that question will be said Dom Mahama. Dom Mahama and he had a follow-up question, but I couldn't ask. This is something like that on news file on Saturday. So when you go and orchestrate that kind of thing, and you think you have addressed issues, Mr. President John Dramani Mahama, former president, you have not addressed any issue. And the way people are crusading that they should not sell state land, and I support it. It's the same way Koku Anyidoho, I'm crusading. So either show up for a media debate or forget it. You are not going to become president if you don't stand up to your record publicly and defend it. Why? Okay. I was part of President Moses' government. You were vice president. All the successes President Moses talked, 34 months single-digit inflation, stable currency, never went to the international bond market to borrow a dime, yet he introduced single-spine salary. President Mahama, when you came, what did you do? You started this roadshow. Sir, I want to go and all roadshow. John Mahama, spectacular, at 240 no more, and almost started roadshow. Say a couple boy Busiano, near the one who say, oh, Yahuma Kono, in Tibet, Busia. You started it. It's MPP for Bano Matwaso, Amanaye, Amakuana, Ayama Brusoa. There's a genesis to every revelation. And the genesis is you, John Mahama. So come and let's ask you the question. Don't use your surrogates to run away from it. And I'm championing this cause as an individual and also as the founder CEO of the Tamil Institute, as a public policy think tank. John Dramani Mahama, you will step up for a debate or forget it. You will become president of Ghana again.
Madam Amenasi.
Thank you very much.
Mesmedase pa over Koku Anyidoho and I know I can come and see you at a Males Institute.
OKFM 101.7.